The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Buddha's eyes, looking at you on a beautiful Monday on the NOK Network here. Mark John Winter, your Monday night Sesh hosts with your Monday night with Mark. So it's all about mindfulness, cannabis, martial arts, movement, connecting. So thank you all for being here tonight. Got my new glasses. Just trying to adjust though, because now I realize I don't have to look, just got to look normal. So I'm just adjusting to them. That's all. It's going to take a little bit. I think I need to have this higher. So how are you on this beautiful Monday? Just finished a wonderful dinner from my nephew, Daryl. Peace and love, Daryl. Thank you. And a coffee. So tonight, mindfulness in action. Well, the nice thing is chronic pain or needing to reboot, recharge. Tonight, I'm going to show you a little Qigong exercise. So one thing to do to wake yourself up is just rub your hands together, and then you rub your face, your hair, your ears. Now, if you have post television makeup like I have, it might spread, but the main thing is to stimulate and activate your chi, and this does so. So just put the pressure on the different parts of your bones on your eye, stimulating your earlobes, all this here, even your nose, rubbing your nose a bit, your neck. Oh. Now, I'm more awake. Are you? You probably didn't do it. You probably just sat there and went, what? Huh? Huh? So I'll let you catch up. I'm going to have a bit of coffee here. So we're going to do a little bit of that tonight, some Qigong exercises and some movement, because I'd like to stand up after having a nice dinner. I'm going to light my incense, because the whole idea I'm always trying to educate with is it takes multiple ways to become effective, right? We have a strong base. We're at the top of that base for balance, stability, mobility. But we need knowledge. We need wisdom. So just like medical cannabis and the whole concept of the NOK network is connection, informing, being the conduit of information. So using a tool such as incense by my daughter Nicole and Gabe all the way from Asia. So these were lit in all the way in each temple that they went to all throughout Asia. So that's important. That's a connection, not just with family, but now here with you. If you could smell this incense, oh, it's just glorious. Glorious. So anyone that can read Vietnamese. So we use these as a way to not only cover the smell of the medical cannabis, but to connect with my daughter and Gabe, to connect with my Rinpoche La, my student, my teacher, who's still in serious coma condition, I'm sad to say, but this is from him. So all this helps me remind of the many blessings that I have and use them as a means or the conduit to connect to my mom, who's not feeling well today. So I get to send that loving energy out. So connecting can be done in many ways, whether it be a physical connection, whether it be a common ground connection, or connecting, through healing, right? Sending out loving energy. So Qigong is a good way to stimulate, activate, and awaken the body. And I'll show you some physical exercises later. This is like Tai Chi, right? So you don't always have to do the movements. Qigong can be just as simple as using your mind. So stillness, mindfulness, these are methods of Qigong or of Tai Chi, of moving feng shui, right? So these things all have different colors of the rainbow or different colors in the color palette to make a picture. It's up to you what picture. You might not want to light incense or use martial arts or use medical cannabis. It's about, for me, sharing what works for me after 42 years of martial arts training and mindfulness training, 30 years in meditation and studying Dharma, Buddhism, Sikhism, Hinduism, all the different isms. It's just ways not to become a Buddhist or to have you become a Buddhist. However, it's to share those different modalities. I think that's what I love about martial arts and the religion of Buddhism, or the dharmas, the isms, the Sikhism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, is there is a duality in it. And I love the fact that it's about more the psychology that we can learn from these religions. Same as Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, and Islam. All these, we have different ways. But I find Buddhism speaks to me more, of course, coming from a Zen martial arts background. It has the same language and ethos. I started learning Tai Chi now. So I've never been able to quiet and slow down enough to want to do it, never mind be able to do it. But I've been studying a lot of the Tai Chi Chuan, and it's exciting. One of my students, Dave, might be on there listening. Are you there, Dave? Maybe you are there, Dave. He started teaching me like 30 years ago, but I was just too hyper. Oh, no, let's do some kickboxing. So now that I'm 6 years young and I can see clearly now, just got to adjust to the light, to the height, is, I'm going to start to slow all my training down in some cases. And just like Qigong, Tai Chi is a way of connecting with nature, yourself, fluidity, balance, coordination. And it's not about speed, it's about flow and fluidity. So look forward to sharing that after the 7:10 session. We'll do a little Qigong exercise. So yeah, I'm in a great mood today. I had a really bad pain day, as I do a lot of days with chronic pain. Look forward to going to the doctor tomorrow and trying to get more information how to turn negatives into a positive, right? So what are you going to be sessioning with at 7:10? For me, I'm going to be trying a pink Kush, which is grown by one of my students. Jerry, if you're listening to, thank you, sir. I also help do a little bit of trimming there. And wait till I show you this plant. Just wait patiently. I'm going to go off because you got to see this. I mean, this, oh, excuse me for a sec. I'll keep talking. It's just hard for the old guy to get up. Let me show you the pink Kush, because it is lovely. Check it out. Can you see that? See that? Where are you? Whoop. Check a nice spot out for you here. Oh, that's the one you want. That's the one you want. Oh. So happy 710. There's my pink kush. Hope you're having a great 710 wherever you are. Peace and love to you and yours. 710, which is oil spelt backwards, cannabis oil. So that's what 710 is all about. 720, which is 420. West is a way of, again, connecting and sharing with people. Stop itching. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, VP. Is stop, stop, take a moment to be with friends, connect. And at 420, that was the time. So oil, cannabis oil spelled backwards, that's where the 710 comes from. So thanks for educating me on that, people. It's, again, we learn as we grow. So I hope you enjoyed your little sesh, but I'm a little behind because I have to talk and entertain you. God, you're so hard to please. No, you're not. I love you. You're great. Let me try this pink kush. See how this tastes. Oh. Cheers. Oh boy. Now that, like Qigong, like Tai Chi, cannabis helps slow me down. What helps slow you down? Let me know. Does cannabis strains slow you down? Does indica make you sleepy? Or does sativa make you hyper? I find it really depends. Not just on my mood, but the type of terpenes that are there. So it really depends on the strain. I generally go for indicas for medical, for the couch lock, or at least to shut me up and to affect my body so I can sleep and I can eat. I find the sativas make me too hyper, too talkative, right? We don't want me more talkative except on the 7 o'clock show. But I find this one being organically grown, oh my gosh. And the fact I spent time in the garden with my student, my buddy, and it's just, it's not only great putting the sweat equity into it, but knowing, where it comes from and the soil and the fact there's no additives, that it's been curated with love and attention to detail. And the fact that, I don't charge for my lessons. I'm semi-retired and disabled, and it all comes back to you. Just like my student who I'm living in his house here, and he's cooking me dinner. And, the more you give, the more you get. And I'm blessed to be able to receive your attention here tonight. So thank you for it. So cannabis movement. Sharing your passions connects you with yourself. And as Kim says, each one teach one. If you share it, then you're even more able to benefit not just yourself, but when you teach it, you learn more about yourself and more about what you're teaching for both people, the student and the teacher. So I find now, after 42 years of martial arts training, doing Tai Chi, I'm only got the first 3 moves down, but it just feels so graceful. And I'll show you after when I get up, because I'm enjoying this joint too much. So what I find with martial arts and with life, if you ride the roller coasters and you look at other things, like my daughter, I think you may have bought me a samurai weapons book for Christmas, and I've been learning so much excuse me, about the samurai and the weapons and the technique, that after studying the sword for that long, I've had the sword for 42 years. And after studying it and learning everything I can about it, to find that the samurai weren't, let's just say I learned a lot that I could teach a course in it to show the different variety of applications, and not just the warfare and the sword, but also the the military structure of the country that did emphasize Bushido and the warrior way, but it wasn't as violent as we think, in the sense that there was more order and less violence. Just like if everyone's carrying a gun in the old west, it was you had to be careful. So connecting with people, connecting with yourself is one of the most important ways that you can live authentically, live and express yourself, as Bruce Lee would say, with emotional content. And to have emotional content in everything we do, oh man, you well, you're in the flow. When you have emotional content, I don't even think when I do that, because after so many years of emotional content practice, it's just always smooth and relaxed. So the whole idea is to be in control by letting go of control. This is that duality. And to be in the zone, or to be in the flow, to be in the zone, as athletes say, there's nothing better, right? There's nothing better than that. And that's why you see me with the swords or the sticks. It's just a way for me to help. Okay, I'm studying the martial art, doing the stick and the sword, but it's about expressing it. It's about this movement of emotional content that, instead of using a sword cut or a punch, the same application is done in a slow, beautiful, non-threatening way. And that's what's cool about, after all these years of doing everything very fast, I'm now going to be able to slow what I do down and embrace, embrace the change, and not only be inspired by it, but be enhanced by it. I feel my training already is by slowing down, I'm actually speeding up. They have a thing in martial arts, we say, especially in weapons training, but it was put on by, I believe, World War II Colonel Fairburn, who brought in the training, the hand-to-hand combat for the American Army. So he's famous, his famous knife fighting, and just no holds barred, you win, right? That's what they taught the Army. And so they have a thing which is fast is smooth. So when something comes with knife or combat, fast is smooth, smooth is slow, therefore slow is fast, right? So if you have technique, experience, and fluidity, then all the speed in the world isn't going to beat somebody that is prepared and ready. So this is where mindfulness comes in. I've got to be mindful, getting used to these glasses. There we go. The bifocals, progression, precision, audio recording, James Bond, everything. I can push a button here, like laser guided, like X-Man. That's what it is. Okay, the cannabis is hitting me now. Yeah. So using martial arts, using cannabis, using movement to connect to Dantian, or your chi area in your middle of your body, right, just below your belly, is your core, right, your center of chi in the Asian arts, right, or Tao in the way of China, or the path. So these are all different modalities, different ways of learning skills, techniques, concepts, and philosophies that can help you help yourself. So I look forward to sharing more next week on martial arts and movement, and even doing a little bit of Tai Chi for you, right? So it's all about just trying to share what is passionate and learning from that. So happy 420 to you. Happy 720, wherever you are enjoying your smoke. And after this, we can do a little bit of a qigong before we go. Just in case I told Nick, if you're there, Nick, anybody else who wanted a qigong, here's a little bit of qigong. So qigong is happy 420, everyone. Thank you, Kim and Team NOK and all the people listening now and listening later. Share it with a friend. Tell them there's a crazy martial arts ninja smoking cannabis with a sword. Good ratings. So qigong, like I said, you don't have to do all the movements like in Tai Chi. You can sit and do stillness, back straight, thumbs together, right hand over left. Just sit straight, calmly, not like this, not like that, just nice and relaxed. Head tucked in just a little bit, eyes gently closed. If you're hyper, you close them all the way. If you're really tired, keep them a little bit open so you don't fall asleep. I don't want you to fall asleep on live TV now, do we? No. Tongue at the roof of your mouth and just watch your breath. 3 deep ones. And out. And through the nose, second one, not so deep. And third one, normal. So the whole idea with mindfulness is to breathe, believe, and receive. Right? So we need to empty your cup to fill it full of more knowledge, more wisdom, more time, more patience, more equanimity, more love, whatever it is. You have control. I don't know what that is, some kind of crazy music is on upstairs. I don't know. My nephew's into like reggae and what do you call it? Dance hop, K-pop. Oh, that's what he's in. That's what it is. That's what it is. My nephew's got his synthesizers. Can you hear that? He's going national. He doesn't know that. He's going to become world famous. He's like, what's that guy's name? I don't know, some famous. He's the Yanni. He's Yanni of the synthesizer. You want to hear that? I'm going to have a little puff here. You can listen to Daryl doing. What a great way to end the show, man. Anyway, listen, have a great week. I look forward to sharing more next week on martial arts, movement, and mindfulness. Remember, the stillness just takes 3 breaths, right? Breathe, believe, and receive. Sit still, be still. It can be for 2 minutes, 20 seconds, for 2 seconds, just before you respond. What did you say to my kid? You know what I'm saying? Think it, ink it, and do it. Peace and love to all you out there in this beautiful day. Tomorrow's supposed to be wonderful here in Ontario, Canada. So get out there and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the peace. And when it comes to Qigong, it can be as simple as, remember, just raising your hands. At the shoulders, you drop them. Right? Coming up on your toes if you're standing up. Coming up on your toes. And then gently down. Bringing them up. And gently down. And that's as simple as it is when it comes to Qigong. Imagine you feel the energy you're gathering like in a ball. So imagine the ball is getting bigger and bigger as the energy is gathering. So this energy we internalize and we are inspired and connected. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you for all you are and all you are doing. Keep being kind to one another. And text a friend, send a message to a friend, call your mom, your sister, your brother. Keep sharing the love.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no sir to cannabis propaganda with No Sir. Find us at www.nocer.ca. Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@NOKNetwork.com.
Peace out, everyone.